So I'm out now at the library. I normally go to use the bathroom. So I was listening to the ABC radio. They were saying something about Trump gave a deadline of today to get things done. So it's like they talk a mob speak. Trump and that radio station, the owner of that radio station, Cash Matidi, said Trump is his friend. And they have a lot of FBI agents working that station. They are protecting one of their co-workers. One of the workers there called Stewart, who said the Italian mafia has been trying to kill him and he's been working as an FBI agent. So I've been under FBI surveillance since I was arrested when my mother brought me to the country. And I've been trying to sue the US immigration for arresting me wrongfully. So I don't know what this, sometimes they say something called innuendo in America, where you could be talking about somebody and be inferring through somebody else. So anytime they say that Trump gave a deadline, like that, I'll get attacked. So that's a deadline, between Russia and Ukraine, to sign a deal, peace deal. I don't know what kind of illegal deal they're trying to sign, but I'm trying to get my mother's daughter arrested. They killed my mother. My mother said into insurance scam. The FBI was surveilling me and my mother when my mother was telling me this. And she said her daughters gave her drugs. I was causing her to have heart problem. And she went to the hospital to treat the heart problem. So the daughters came there to the hospital to lock her on the psych ward. And the FBI has arrested his daughters. And that daughter, one of them, has been following me around. My mother was saying that daughter also was able to locate her in the hospital, even though my mother didn't tell that Bolanle hospital was in. So they say sometimes the FBI hires Africans into the FBI, because my mother said that daughter had a drug problem. So sometimes they hire Africans to work as FBI informants and get them to do dirty jobs for the FBI, against other African targets. So I've been trying to sue the US immigration for arresting me roughly in 2000. And I've been experiencing a lot of obstruction. So I'm going to the bathroom and they have an NYPD officer that's Hispanic sometimes. They started imitating my accent, because sometimes they make fun of me in this country. So I speak with a fake New York City accent. Sometimes they put graffiti in the bathroom saying "Die soon, poser." And the police used to attack me in the bathroom downstairs when Eric Adams was the borough president. Around the time my mother died in 2015. And then the police arrested me, took me to the psych ward in 2019. And Eric Adams would, then repeated what I used to say when the police attacked me. When they used to attack me around 2015 here, I would run towards, they wouldn't let me use the bathroom. I would run across the street to Eric Adams' office here on Cardman Plaza. And I would say, in Ohio, in Nigeria is the mayor. I would say, in Iowa, they're giving undocumented immigrant driver's license. I say New York needs to emulate to Ohio and treat immigrants with respect. Then by 2019, they arrested me, locked me up in the psych ward. They said they were sending the undercover agent to throw me. And one of them pulled my hair while I was begging for money on Bay Ridge and 4th Avenue on July 20, 2019. They were harassing me excessively like this also. And they finally got the undercover agent to pull my hair while I was talking and while I was begging for money on July 20, 2019. And in front of the police camera. And I told him to stop it, and the police camera arrested me. Said I was fighting. I said I wasn't fighting. I was just telling a white guy that was trolling me to stop it. And they locked me up in the psych ward, stole my green card, stole all my money, my backpack. And then Eric Adams was trolling me. A few weeks later, we went to Harlem to make a speech on January 19, 2020. Now, January 20, 2020, Martin Luther King's Day. And he made a statement like he was repeating what I was saying, but in a mockery form. He said, "You go back to Iowa, you back to Ohio. You outsiders will never be welcome in New York. We don't have to tolerate your speech. So since then, Eric Adams has become mayor. And he brought the police unit that killed my friend Eric Garner while he was trying to help me. After the police took me and my mother so much time, the court has outlawed that police unit, the court of quality of life unit. He brought it back on July 20. Eric Garner was killed on July 17. My birthday is in July also. So he chose that day, July 20, July 20. So he wants them to kill me on the street. I've been applying for housing. He says Eric Adams is blocking Section 8 for people on the street. Me and my mother was harassed in the shelter, so I'm not really comfortable in the shelter. I prefer a more protective shelter, like the one that has private bathroom and private kitchen. So this is horrible the way they're treating me. So I'm listening to the ABC radio right now. They were saying something about, you know, today's the deadline. Trump gave that they have to work a deal with somebody. So maybe, and in Ronaldo referring to me, I'm not striking no deal with nobody. I want my mother's daughters arrested for killing my mother, and I want justice from the U.S. immigration who arrested me in 2000, and the police that took my home. I'm not striking no deal with nobody. So whatever scheme they're into, no, minus me. So in case I'm killed, only civil activists should administer my state and get justice for my Malay mother, and donate any remaining assets I may have to charity, especially those being deported under Trump. Should be prioritized. The others should be given to, my other assets should be given to people in charity. Should be given to people that are suffering xenophobia. So I went to the bathroom, and they always ambush me in the bathroom, bring the police there, terrorize me while I'm using the bathroom. This is what they're doing. They love the immigrants they're arresting, and the immigration police are committing suicide. So they're mistreating immigrants generally. So, this is real horror, and the FIFA is planning to host the World Cup here. They don't say nothing. I send videos to them on Instagram. Instagram blocked me, so I'm using too much strong language. So they're in cahoots to block my speech. I hope I get harmed. So they say no. In this country, no video, no case, no pic, no case. So if you don't, they kill you, the police kill you, and you don't have evidence online, they'll claim it's an accidental killing, and they'll get away with it. So that's what's going on. So that's how I keep recording stuff online.